Anyway, so I went to the Rams versus Atlanta Falcons game yesterday. A buddy of mine had tickets, and I was like, dude, I got to go because I really wanted to see the Los Angeles Rams playing in the L.A. Memorial Coliseum. I mean, that's where all the greats played from the Rams history, right? I believe Eric Dickerson played there before he went to before they moved down to Anaheim. Probably the last of the greats to play there. The fearsome foursome, right? Lamar Lundy, Merlin Olsen, Rosie Greer, Deacon Jones. Who else? Roman Gabriel. That was all before my time. Then I came in when it was the fucking quarterback controversy of Pat Hayden, Vince Ferragamo, Wendell Tyler, right? Jim and Jack Youngblood. What was crazy about them is back then if somebody had if somebody has the same last name as you, they put just your first initial and then a period. But it was Jack and Jim. So they had to write their whole names. It said Jack Youngblood on the back. It never looked right. It looked fucking weird. But anyways, I went there and it was the typical LA sporting experience that you a lot of times where there's just as many fans, if not more fans, because it's a transient city. It really has nothing to do with LA fans. There's just so many people like myself that moved out here, you know, chasing the old Hollywood dream, or if people are just fucking sick of, you know, just bad weather. People are just always fucking moving here. So anyways, I went to the Los Angeles Rams game yesterday, and it was so great to see them play there, even though they had a fucking brutal game. They were down 42-0 to Matty Ice and fucking the Rams, and I mean the Falcons, and evidently their best receiver, whoever the fuck that is, Julio Jones or some shit. I think I heard that name. Is that a baseball player? I don't know. I don't play fantasy sports, and I'm too fucking busy to really pay attention as much as I used to. He wasn't even playing, and they just kicked the shit out of him. You know, it was funny. The Rams finally scored a touchdown, right, to make it 42-7, and they lit the Olympic torch. I'm sure they just light it late at night, but it seemed like that's when I first noticed that it was on. And then they also had a fumble recovery for a touchdown. The crowd's going nuts. So whenever that happens live, the first thing I do is try to pick up a referee to see if I see, you know, him going, no, it's a dead ball, or if he's saying touchdown. And as the guy was crossing the goal line, you could see the ref was already going, no, pointing at the ground, saying it was, you know, either the guy was down or whatever, right? And the fucking fireworks guy shoots the fireworks off on a touchdown that got called back. It's fucking hilarious because they're not selling out games, you know? I bet that guy got chewed out. Fucking owner probably came down in his camel-haired coat. You know, where the fuck is the goddamn fireworks guy? I'm sorry, Mr. fucking owner. I shut the fuck up. It's coming out of your pay. He's down there fucking crying. But it was just such a great stadium. It holds 90,000 people. For the life of me, can somebody explain to me why the Los Angeles Rams need a new football stadium? There's a football stadium. There's two of them. There's the Rose Bowl and there's the fucking LA Memorial Coliseum. Why do we have to take more fucking natural resources out of the fucking earth to build another one of these stupid ass fucking stadiums? Huh? So they can have luxury boxes and put all the bells and whistles on it, you know, so they can attract people who aren't into sports to go to the fucking event. I love that fucking stadium. I had a great time. I love that it's a so-called shithole. I think it's great. Do you know there was 62 steps to get from fucking where I was sitting back up to the main concourse to fucking walk out of the stadium? It's fucking tremendous. 62 steps. You know? It makes you drink less. You're burning a bunch of calories. There's less fat fucks. But now what do they say? Oh, that's a fire hazard. The incline's too steep. We're so soft in this fucking country. I have no fucking idea why they need a new stadium. It's you know, I can't talk and type in my password. Come on. Stick with it, Bill. Focus. Oh, when he does it. Anyway, so we went to the game, and I had a great time, and the fucking Atlanta fans were like, just the amount of shit talking. Dude, there was this one guy, this one fucking guy. He bought those fucking wide receiver gloves, you know, where they have the logo of the team and then they cross their hands and they put their hands up over their heads. You know, like when like the fucking franchise player scores a touchdown, he does that and it looks cool. He was doing that at the end of the game, just holding his hands up, facing the fucking Rams fans. I'm telling you, dude, this guy was like 50. All right? You know, all wire thin, you know, street dude, right? 50 years old. And he walked out and he was doing a selfie video as he walked out, you know, talking all this shit. It's like, dude, you beat the fucking Rams. I mean, let's fucking relax. You're not beating the Giants. You're not beating Seattle. You're not beating the Cowboys. You're not doing shit this year. Fucking guy running out like they just won a playoff game. I don't know what it is about me, but I fucking hate when the fans from the visiting team take over a stadium, even if I don't give a fuck about the team. I respect the Rams. So next thing you know, I'm talking all this shit to to Falcons fans. In the back of my head, I'm like, why are you doing this, Bill? You don't give a fuck. It's just Rams fans, they didn't have anything. They weren't coming with the shit talk back. They couldn't. They were down 42-7. Right? 42-14, I think, was the final. So at one point, you know, when they went up 42-0, all these Falcons fans, they start chanting, ATL, ATL, ATL. And I just started yelling, you're a hub city. No one goes to Atlanta. We pass through your city on to our final destination. Started yelling all this shit about Delta Airlines. I believe that's the hub there. And afterwards, I just started thinking, why do I care? Oh, and then I also screamed at the fucking Atlanta's punter. He fucking punted the ball, and this guy had a nice run back, and he comes off the field. Now, granted, he could have been mad that he kicked it to the wrong guy, or he's supposed to kick it away, but he came off the field, and he did the double fucking pulling the chin straps off, and he was like, fuck! And he's screaming all this shit. He was all upset. I fucking went off on him. I don't even remember what the fuck I said. I was just so beside myself that a punter would talk that level of shit. It's like, dude, sit the fuck down. Have they washed your uniform once this year? You fucking dope. You're closer to sitting in the stands than you are actually being on that fucking. Do you know what I mean? You know what it'd be like? It'd be like if this guy was in the army and he like peels potatoes and he's talking shit because he cut his finger or something like that. And meanwhile, he's sitting around a bunch of people that just came back from the front lines. That's how I look at it. I mean, I might be a cunt. I have no idea.